Do like a daily talent show where we're just doing monologue jokes.
Just jokes about him.
Yeah.
We'll go through old clips. Like, remember you were president, you said this?
I'm holding up a phone over your shoulder that's playing clips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we should do that. I would love that.
Trump's biggest nightmare just came to life. On May 14th, 2024, Jimmy Kimmel was invited as a guest to the popular late-night show hosted by Seth Meyers. While the audience loved this lethal combo of late-night show hosts, Trump wasn't such a big fan. As many people already know, Trump, Kimmel, and Seth Meyers have an ongoing beef, which isn't going to end anytime soon.
I'll have maybe 4. I had 100 because it appears that I once again ruffled the feathers of our Kentucky Fried former president, who is apparently, with all that's going on, still smarting from my joke about him at the Oscars. You know, Donald Trump's
beef with Seth Meyers and Jimmy Kimmel goes back several years and is rooted in their relentless mockery of him on their respective late-night shows. Both comedians have a history of poking fun at Trump's personality, policies, and public blunders, which has undoubtedly fueled Trump's hate for them. Like just looking at this old tweet from Trump on March 10th, 2024, you can sense how much he dislikes Kimmel till now. And guess what? Even after this tweet, Kimmel just went on to crack more jokes on Trump. During Jimmy Kimmel's appearance on Seth Meyers' show, the conversation took a humorous turn, as Kimmel congratulated Seth Meyers for extending the contract of his show for another 4 years. As the conversation continued, Kimmel cracked a joke on the fact that there's a possibility of Trump running for president again in 2028.
Here through 2028 at least, and I hope longer than that, you'll get to be here when Trump runs for president again. You'll be here
for another re-election campaign, yeah.
Have you gone down to the courthouse? Because I've been thinking about going down.
I wanted to congratulate you. You actually got mentioned in the proceedings.
But wait, that wasn't all. During his appearance on Seth Meyers' show, Jimmy Kimmel brought up a memorable moment that has become part of a modern political lore, the White House Correspondents' Dinner. Kimmel humorously suggested that his jokes about Donald Trump at the event might have played a role in motivating Trump to run for president, and the audience burst out laughing.
So making so much fun of him at the White House Correspondents' Dinner that he actually ran for president.
Let's talk about yours.
Which was your fault. But it was exciting. You know, you put in the work, and it really pays off.
Yeah.
Kimmel's mention of the dinner highlighted an infamous incident that took place in 2011. At that year's event, then-President Barack Obama and Seth Meyers, who was hosting, delivered a series of scathing jokes at Trump's expense. And boy, oh boy, Trump, who was in the audience, did not look amused.
Less like a presidential candidate and more like my aunt. And then, of course, there's Donald Trump. Donald Trump has been saying that he will run for president as a Republican, which is surprising since I just assumed he was running as a joke.
Kimmel hasn't been shy about taking shots at Trump. On his show, he roasted Trump over everything, from his tweets to his personal life. And Trump, well, he's not one to laugh off criticism. He's always been pretty sensitive to jokes at his expense. During his show on the 24th of April, 2024, Kimmel outed Trump for still not getting over the whole Oscars situation, after Trump tweeted that Kimmel is the worst host ever, which Kimmel mentioned during his Oscar speech. Then Trump went on and posted this.
Santa Claus got up bright and early to post 165 venomous words about yours truly, and
not to be put out with the ignore.
Read it to you. It begins, "Stupid Jimmy Kimmel." We're off to a good start. Who still hasn't recovered from his horrendous performance and big ratings drop as host of the Academy Awards, especially when he showed he suffered from TDS, commonly known as Trump derangement syndrome, to the entire world by reading on-air like truth about how bad a job he was doing that night, right before he stumbled through announcing the biggest award of all, Picture of the Year. It was a classic choke.
One time on the Seth Meyers show, which took place on the 15th of May, 2024, he got into Trump's legal troubles, especially the Stormy Daniels case. Meyers had the audience in laughing fits by making jokes about how Trump fell asleep in the courtroom.
For a full half hour. Again? You know, I was excited for this trial, but it seems like the only thing we're accomplishing is making sure Trump is well rested before the election. Michael Cohen testified yesterday that former president wasn't thinking.
And when Kimmel found out he got mentioned in the Stormy Daniels case, and as you can see, he was pretty excited about it.
Well, I wanted to congratulate you. You actually got mentioned in the proceedings because there was some text. It was because you had Stormy Daniels on your show.
I thank you. I appreciate that. It doesn't compare.
But wait, the Golden Duo didn't just stop there. So, during their chat on the Seth Meyers Show, Jimmy Kimmel and Seth Meyers let their imaginations run wild about what could happen if Trump ever got convicted. Their talk took a funny turn as they cooked up some wild scenarios about Trump's potential legal troubles. Let's see.
Incarcerated along with him so I can drive him insane from the inside, too.
That's what I want to do. And I'd love you to be my cellmate.
That'd be great. It wouldn't be really fun. We just do like a daily talent show where we're just doing monologue jokes.
Just jokes about him.
It was a pretty wild idea, but it got some laughs. Imagining Kimmel intentionally getting himself locked up just to be Trump's cellmate is quite hilarious. And then the two got real about their experiences with Trump and how he reacted to their jokes over the years. It was pretty eye-opening to hear their personal stories about the former president.
Down to the courthouse, if you lived in New York full time, you think you'd go down?
No, I want to go down with you. I think, because listen, we know he hates us.
100%.
100%.
But according to Kimmel, how did he find out that Trump really hates him?
Do you remember the first time you found out he really, really hated us? I was on a week-long camping trip where there were no motors or phones or anything allowed. And when I got off the river, my phone clicked on and I just got message after message after message about Trump bashing us.
Yes.
And I thought, oh, I'm back in civilization.
Seth Meyers chimed in with his own memories of Trump bashing him. He talked about receiving messages about Trump's fury over their jokes. But wait. Did you know what the two are planning next for their not-so-bestie Trump? Well, Kimmel's planning on visiting the courthouse to see Trump during his trial and bring him bottles of ketchup. And why is that? Its courthouse rules state that a person cannot eat or drink in court. But did Kimmel find a loophole for Trump?
In that kind of gray area,
Condiments are allowed, yeah.
that I think he could get away with a little bit of that. How close do you think we could get to him? And I mean emotionally.
No, the funny thing is we could, based on the amount of people there, we could just go and wait in line and get in, and he'd be so rattled if we were there.